This is called Python 101. Now the reason why it's called Python 101 is we're going to actually take some time and learn a few things. This is a reticulated python. And as you can see, she can strike pretty far.
Almost 101 inches.
She has this weird philosophy that I'm going to take her eggs. Therefore, she's going to be defending herself. See, there's one thing about pythons that people don't really understand. People consider them to be mean, but the truth is they're not so much mean as they are scared. If a snake is scared of you, it's going to do this, because this snake is convinced that I'm going to steal her eggs. And the last thing she wants is anything stealing her eggs. Now, after they've been in captivity a long time, or you've raised one from a baby, they kind of lose that fear of people. Then the only thing you have to worry about is this thing called the hunt. The hunt is when the snake is laying there waiting, and all its giant brain, whatever size it is or isn't, the brain that can actually out-hunt, better hunter than myself, because if you guys ever tried to catch a mice with 2 hands, 10 fingers, you'll find out it's almost impossible.
You're in the 99-inch range.
I'm in the 99-inch range. The snake lays and waits, and when it's laying and waiting, what it does is it literally has one focus, and that focus is the first thing that comes by. It's not going to move, it's not going to do anything, it's going to reach out and grab it really fast. And because of that, it's just the element of surprise. So that little brain that a snake has all of a sudden becomes smarter, more efficient than ours. So she is obviously fearful that I'm going to steal her eggs. Unfortunately, she's going to be right, because we're going to steal her eggs one way or another. But the idea of she doesn't know, because her brain isn't smart enough, that we're stealing her eggs so that she can have a higher success rate to pass on her genes. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take the mean one off first. This one here is already showing a little bit of aggression, but this one here is dead convinced. Now I can use the same technique that she has. So I'm going to take her and off her focus of protecting the eggs. So I do that with this hook. You can do it with the paper towels. I don't like to have her bite anything, to be honest. We used to use paper towels a lot, but then I figured out even then it gave me a little less control, because with the paper towels it would be better if she bit, but this way I can actually keep her from striking at all. Here we go. So so now we're going to take her. Now you see she's trying to throw me out of the way. Now she's going to come back up and try to bite me, but I'm going to try to take advantage of this situation and get her to go off to the side. So she probably won't bite me unless she gets a face shot. So this clutch here is not all fertile, but it's still a good clutch. And hopefully that means the other male did breed her. We bred her with 2 males, a young male and a real important male. Now if you notice when Tim's pulling those eggs, he's making sure that those eggs get settled in. He's making sure those eggs get settled in really nice and flat in the perlite. Now, people always ask, well, how much water do you put in perlite? Go ahead and keep pulling those, Tim. Let me show you something. So Tim's going to finish pulling those. And what we like to do is, you see the box here? What we like to do is we like to take it and just put enough water in it to where in the bottom of the perlite you can see the water slush around just slightly. And then you want to have about 2 inches of solid perlite for a drainage, because you don't want the eggs laying in water. They need a lot of humidity, but they also need to breathe. Nice clean perlite is ideal. Hatch-Right works great. Hatch-Right is really a clean perlite with some other stuff, but it's a nice big perlite. And so like just this little lip down here, having just enough water in there that's in there. Because these eggs are not like chicken eggs. You do not want to roll them over. Now this applies to any crocodilian, everything. You want them to leave them alone. Although I've seen a picture of sea turtles, so apparently if you pull the eggs right away on even sea turtles, it's okay. And the same is true with pythons. If you were sitting there pulling the eggs out, which I wouldn't recommend, because if you touch the female, they can stall out. What stalling out is they literally don't lay their eggs. They lay a few, you bother her, now she's convinced it's unsafe, she needs to find a new nesting area. It's just not a good thing to do. So just leave the girl alone, let her lay her eggs. So we're going to pull her off. This is a beautiful clutch. Now this one here, let's talk about genetics for a minute. That last snake was het for blonde, het for caramel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is the ideal way to pull a clutch if you can. So you see, Tim, watch out. The ideal way is to be able to leave it in one big clump like this. Now, I used to incubate them that way, but I have found that I have better success, slightly better success with the eggs by just taking them. Where's that pin? Did the pin go away? So what I would do here is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are a little bit better. You know, when I started, there was no books. Hey, how do you get python eggs? Come on! We're taking votes. Is it going to be, are we going to make it to Python 101?